passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Shit's over! I have a life outside this place, you know!
Aggressors
Away!
away.
Outside! Let me in!
Hey, got a distraction for you.
For you.
Locked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crate.
mean you're leaving?
Shift's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
A life. Commencing termination.
Locked and loaded. Just get the signal. What are you about? Damn it! Reload, guys!
Kit coming your way.
Favorite down!
Looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Commander. Well, somebody.
Little pick-me-up for you.
Working with and through the Sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed model where each of us produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those meddlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret,
Huh.
the system
Well,
is resilient.
At least it's not shooting the water anymore.
But now, more than ever,
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Apologies, but I don't believe I should be discussing such matters with you without permission. Once you report to the Vigilant, I'd be happy to speak freely. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
Recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
How empty are the lives of anti-subjects that they need to rely on consumerism to find meaning?
Envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
everyone knows the paradigm is the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm benevolent hand of the Sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the Sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the Sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those meadows of raptors or within humanity's choice. The system is resilient. We must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing it with pride. Keep informing our neighbors. Same as ever.
Inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory loyalty.
No, I just feel sad for them. It's even in their name. Auntie's choice.
Oh, don't take your meaning.
They don't have the balanced hand of a sovereign. Just a normal person making random imperfect decisions.
Paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why?
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have
And the
and
Sovereign
defend it.
embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm benevolent hand of the Sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A
Prudence
perfect
dictates that we watch our neighbors, but I may just invite him over to make it easier.
purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous. Food is nutritious and plentiful.
Glad the wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted to feel sad after the ocean flooded my house.
We appreciate it all and thank the Sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted
So
vigilant,
much dust.
we must all fulfill our duty to the
I
Protectorate.
was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Now I feel much, much better.
natural resources.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance. We're building up in our board.
Sovereign really does think of everything.
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting. You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. You haven't heard? When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed, or even crushed. A few were electrocuted or exposed to caustics. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it's working again. All right, well, don't let me keep you.
My body is covered in burns, acquired in battle during the attack. The only relief I have is when I can jump in the water and float over my former house.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build new houses.
But then, how do I cook the fish?
You returned.
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation.
Greetings. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief mechanist can reprogram the mech, but not without parts. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts. Why, we're traitors, obviously. We've not fulfilled our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us to fight to the death, yet we still live, as does our enemy. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long. My linguistic embellishments are somewhat beside the point. This here's a matter of accountability. Responsibility was mine. Disgrace and judgment should be mine solely as well. My intention is to absolve my subjects of any and all such blame. I owe it to every single person here to try. That's abundantly kind of you, though there must be something I can offer. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask? I don't know what an Earth Directorate is, and I thought we were past the need for being coy, but fine. I'll extend you my trust as a show of good faith. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here. Farewell now.
These envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the Sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the
Welcome back.
the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. Have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment.
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect
Thank the Sovereign.
ecotope, as our home, and devised the paradigm as a great way to maintain it. Appeared right out of the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintraut.
Complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch.
Did I? Not again. Oh, this? It's a birthmark, skin condition, both, about which I am rather sensitive, thank you very kindly.
Produces glorious bounty for all.
Say, you are every bit you seem, yes? Thoroughly on the up and up and in no way a hidden agent? It is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed before rendering judgment. Why, a plot point about that featured prominently in the latest episode of I, Red Cloak.
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy dramatic license.
We must all do our part to maintain it.
Say now, no need to get tough. You saw through my ruse, fine. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials. I am not familiar, though that does sound like one of their products. I refer to the ones for Purple Berry Crunch brand cereal. You likely with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand make that character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you for it? I am excited at keeping secrets.
Are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure.
Be modest. Do tell. I normally might, but my Auntie's Choice sympathizers, and Marilyn no to family.
Everyone knows the paradigm.
I possess an overabundance of both qualities, honestly. Yet I value my neck and do not intend to hang.
And the Sovereign embodies and executes on it.
Why, that sounds like something only a true get-up-and-go-getter would have the sand for.
Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources.
Well, all right then. I will pack my things and head out in due course. Glad this world has folks like you just going around helping people realize their enormous unrevealed potential. I, for one, am the better for it.
The paradigm affords us a perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation.
Be on my way in 2 shakes of a raptidon's tail, promise. Just need a moment to say goodbye to this place proper.
Food is nutritious and plentiful.
You've brought me my poor, hapless cousin. If only it were under better circumstances.
I don't believe there is any circumstance, cousin, in which you would celebrate our meeting. Whatever you intend to do, I can only hope you do it quickly. Undoubtedly, all my roads would have led here in the end. I cannot begrudge your actions. I knew full well the type of reception that awaited me.
So we're tearing families apart now? Every time I think I'm going to start redeeming myself, we stumble upon a situation like this. Maybe I've just been kidding myself this whole time.
Charlton, you've put us in this position. And I do not send you to your death with a grin. The great paradigm is worth more than either of us. I have no choice but to honor it. If only you had not strayed so far from home. Cadre, you know your orders. With that, our arrangement is concluded. You may cross the bridge. Remember, there will be no negotiations, no staying of hands north of the bridge. If you step out of line, may the matriarch have mercy on you. Montelli surely won't.
Commander, I think you and I need to have a chat.
You didn't so much as flinch, handing someone off to the warden to be executed like that. Was passage across the canyon truly worth the price? The Protectorate care nothing for the lives of others. You know this, and still you went and made a deal with them. This is exactly the kind of shit I'm fighting against. Lives being given about as much thought as a dime changing hands. I spit on the notion. This war zone is not your playground. Right. Ain't a stranger to tactics, Commander. But make no mistake, you give these folk an inch, and they'll crush the life out of you, too. First chance they get. All right, I'll try to believe you. Should we get going? Ain't no use lingering. Let's get across.
One step closer to DeVries.
Announcement from the Vox and Brigadier Montelli. The traitor in our midst knows no mercy, so offer them none. Dark times call for dark deeds.
Sure hope Val isn't missing to something fierce back on the ship. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Are merely a hallucination. Do not approach the hallucination or it will kill you.
Got a distraction for you. You guys couldn't hit the bomb side of a freighter.
Defensive measures initiated.
Disruptive influences! An explosion! Another intolerable disruption!
Ricky? Contact re-established. Grenade! Away! Advance! Charging boldly. Don't let them see!
Let me know when you need
I hate to ask for help, but... Back in business. An explosive!
Personal audio log, Sergeant Bornsworth. We've been deployed to deal with a new living weapon fielded by Auntie's forces. The previous squad was unprepared for this threat and was consequently torn asunder. Command's intel could never be so lacking as to allow this to occur. So why? They were lulling Auntie's choice into a false sense of security before launching counteroffensive teams. This will undoubtedly save far more lives than it cost. Another stroke of genius from Command. Praise the matriarch. Sergeant Bornsworth, signing off.
Best keep our lamps lit to avoid any rats from the drop on us.
Look alive, Commander.
about?
Supply pods? Sir, why would... By the matriarch. What are those? Open fire! Sound off! Who's still upright? Wait, there's more! Why are they just standing there? They spit acid! Take cover! Pen! Get back here! Traitor! Shit! Shit!
Raptidon tracks. Deep in the earth. Our matriarch's got some weight in her step.
Broadside of a freighter.
Practicing some battlefield medicine. Let me handle this.
Captain, have we truly certified that all in our midst are suited for this mission? It would be most disheartening were any of us to bear reservations.
If you take issue with my presence, speak plainly.
My deeds bear no influence on my own. Your loved ones, Juan? Once a loved one of mine became a traitor, I would no longer refer to them thusly. Unless you still are.
Ready to waste him. On your... Hey, got a distraction for you.
Seen these before. It's a Protectorate vestige, which means none of their troops made it out alive. If we want in, we'll need to gather all their armorial IDs.